Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are diving into the ultimate bedroom renovation debate, and that is choosing between carpet and laminate flooring. Honestly, it's a decision that trips up almost every homeowner at some point, and getting it right is absolutely crucial for your daily comfort.
Look, renovating is incredibly stressful, right? And you might be agonizing right now over whether you should prioritize the warm, soft embrace of carpet or the sleek, really practical resilience of laminate in your personal sanctuary. And because both materials have evolved so much over the years, this choice is honestly harder than ever. So here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll be covering the bedroom flooring dilemma, comfort versus durability, costs and maintenance realities, the resale value debate, avoiding installation nightmares, and we'll wrap up with the best of both worlds. Let's just jump right in. Starting off with Section 1, the bedroom flooring dilemma, setting the stage. Think about it. The bedroom is where you unwind. It's where you recharge. So picking a floor here feels like a vastly more overwhelming choice compared to, say, picking tile for your kitchen. The surface you step on first thing in the morning literally sets the tone for your entire day. It's a highly personal, emotional space. You aren't just picking out a building material here, you're essentially curating your own comfort. Moving right along to Section 2, comfort versus durability, the classic trade-off. Jamie's Carpet Shop lays out these fundamental differences perfectly. On one hand, carpet offers unmatched warmth and noise dampening, creating this really quiet, cozy retreat. But laminate, on the other hand, shines with long-term scratch and moisture resistance. So if you have kids or pets running around the house, that kind of hardcore durability is incredibly appealing. Build Direct also points out that while laminate is highly durable and very DIY-friendly, mostly thanks to that super simple click-lock installation system, it definitely has some distinct drawbacks. Namely, it can sound hollow and feel pretty cold underfoot if you don't pair it with exactly the right underlayment. So you might gain the realistic look of wood without the high price tag, but you're definitely sacrificing that plush, warm morning landing. Which brings us to Section 3, costs and maintenance realities. The hard numbers. Let's talk money, because at first glance, both materials seem really comparable. They both start at around $1 per square foot for the actual product. But you have to look at the hidden fees. Build Direct notes that professional laminate installation adds another $1 to $3 per square foot. Need your old laminate removed? That's going to run you roughly $400 for a standard room. Subfloor repairs? That can add hundreds more. So suddenly, your budget is ballooning way beyond that initial dollar. And then there's the maintenance reality. A Reddit user who goes by PureFlow Air absolutely nailed this, pointing out that hard floors are vastly superior for allergies. By their very nature, carpets inevitably trap hidden dust, dander, and odors, which means you're doing annual deep cleans. Laminate just asks for a simple sweep or a dust mop. It's a massive time saver. All right, Section 4, the resale value debate, what future buyers want. Over on the home improvement subreddit, some purists strongly argue for traditional materials. This particular user states they prefer real wood everywhere, but they admit carpet remains a totally acceptable traditional compromise specifically for bedrooms. Interestingly, though, they completely dismiss laminate and floating floors, saying they'd just rip them out anyway because they look cheap. Conversely, you has other homebuyers who expect that clean, modern look of hard floors seamlessly running throughout the entire house just to maximize mass appeal. Even users who personally prefer the cozy feel of carpet in their own bedroom admit that if they were actually touring a home to buy, they would rather see laminate or luxury vinyl planks because, to them, it just looks cleaner and more modern. But honestly, the crucial point might just be exactly what user One Perplexing Platypus states right here. Bedrooms are usually small enough that the total flooring material cost is going to be under $1,000 anyway. Their advice? Prioritize your immediate comfort right now rather than agonizing over a minor impact on a future six-figure home purchase. If a buyer hates your carpet, it's cheap enough for them to replace it on move-in day. Next up, Section 5, avoiding installation nightmares, a cautionary tale. If you do decide to pull the trigger and go with laminate, let's learn from a highly relatable and utterly disastrous installation story shared on Reddit's flooring community. A homeowner hired a well-reviewed professional company to install 1,800 square feet of laminate over a concrete slab, but instead of a sleek new floor, they got heavily gapped joints, a super weak and visually unappealing stair-stepped pattern in the boards, and totally mangled shoe molding. The crew even busted the baseboards and undercut the door frames so poorly that the wall boards cracked. I mean, it was a masterclass in how not to lay a floor. When the homeowner posted pictures of the botched trim work, it sparked a massive debate among professionals. The internet's blunt consensus was honestly kind of mixed.
Some argued that laying floorboards and precisely cutting finishing trim are two vastly different skill sets. But veteran installers pushed back hard on that, basically saying, hey, if a company quotes you for shoe molding, they absolutely need to know how to install it professionally rather than just smashing it into the wall. And somehow it gets worse. In a jolt of some pretty dark DIY comedy, the crew had removed the homeowner's toilets to lay the floor, refused to reinstall them, and seemingly left a puddle of blue liquid behind on some cardboard. The big takeaway here? Always clarify exactly what plumbing and trim work your quote actually covers before the tearing up begins. Finally, Section 6, the best of both worlds, a compromise. Jamie's Carpet Shop actually suggests this incredibly clever modern compromise. Use a combination of both. You can install highly durable, easy-to-clean laminate in your high-traffic entryways and dressing areas, then place plush, luxurious carpet, or even just a really large area rug right under the bed. This gives you that cozy, warm, barefoot landing you crave in the morning, while maintaining the sleek look and the durability of hard floors everywhere else in the room. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to ask yourself one provocative question to truly guide your final choice. Are you building a sanctuary for yourself today, or a showroom for a buyer tomorrow? If it's for you, prioritize what feels best under your own feet. Thank you so much for joining me, and good luck with your renovation.